Hello, welcome to our first speed drawing video. I'm Nolan.
And I'm Amber.
And we've become the drawing people on the channel, apparently.
Yeah, for the most part.
Yeah, this is just kind of a quick little video to show you some footage for something that I did like a long time ago that you found, Amber.
Yeah.
You uncovered it, which was cool. This was the initial sketching phases of Malphorbus, as well as kind of turning him into a final character rig. And I think this was done like almost a year ago. Yeah. Oh, he looks so derpy right now. I mean, that's one way to describe him, I guess. I think this was during the phase where like I didn't have a concrete idea for him. Like I think that this was mostly just like sketching out kind of a face, and I think I ended up like completely getting rid of the face later on. There you can see I had a pencil sketch, which I ended up kind of redoing, or I ended up doing it in pencil and then kind of tracing over it that way, because I liked how he looked in the sketches physically better than how he was looking digitally, I guess. I do that a couple times in this, where I like just kind of trace over other drawings I've done.
Yeah, and like you use your hand as reference and whatnot.
Oh yeah, you'll see that in a little while. If I remember properly, I think that Mal's weird color palette is in here as well.
I hope so.
I'm pretty sure, because Mal's color palette was one of the hardest things to work with ever. I spent a lot of time. Oh yeah, there it is.
There.
I spent a lot of time just kind of planning out what colors to make him. And originally he was like, I was trying to kind of balance out the team, you know, like the main six kind of a thing. And I was trying to get everyone to like kind of have an individual color that you could use to represent them. And at the time, it seemed like the best way, flesh staff. It seemed like the best way to balance it was to make Mal like a teal color. Yeah. Which kind of made sense, but when you put it into practice, I couldn't get it to work, and I really hate the way that he looks.
Yeah, he looks really funky.
He does.
It's just not his color. You know?
No, it's not. I can't imagine him without the pink now.
He looks like I don't know, like a colonel.
A colonel?
With the teal.
Yeah, I could see that.
Like, he has fought in the army.
Oh, absolutely. He's fought in many a war, I'm sure. Yeah, look at that color. It's not awful. He looks like
pirate, maybe.
He really reminds me of like classic depictions of Santa Claus, though.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Goodness.
Because Santa used to be like green, usually, before Coca-Cola turned him red. And I guess that's kind of what happened to Mal here.
Turned him red?
Yeah, no, like Coca-Cola's like popularized like red Santa Claus, from what I understand.
Oh my god, you.
Yeah, look at him. Oh yeah, and then we kind of did the same thing with Mal. Coca-Cola paid us $20 to make him red, and we did.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Could you imagine a multi-million-dollar company paying millions of dollars to people, like dishing out money just to make things red to remind them of Coca-Cola?
Yeah.
Crazy.
I'm sure they've done it, honestly.
Yeah, no, I'm joking about it as if it's never happened. I'm sure it has happened before. I could probably pull up a source for it later on. But yeah, could I just say I do not... I'm gonna say it.
He's gonna say it.
I don't like this drawing.
You don't?
I don't.
This one?
I don't
specifically?
I don't like the old ones. Look at how uneven his shoulders are, and like his hands are funky. He's
fair.
Like standing on a slope or something. Like I think it's once we kind of redid the rig, which you'll see later on, I think it got a lot better, but at first, like, I really was not a fan of this Mal at all, I will say.
I do like his coat a lot. In general, I just...
Oh, yeah, well, I
think... His coat.
Well, thank you. I think his design kind of got more balanced later on. I'm still fond of his design. I think he's one of my more favorites in the show. But, I mean, I'm also the one that drew him, so I'm kind of a little biased, but, like...
Okay, so his tail.
Yeah.
Does it have, like, a sleeve? Is that what that is?
Yeah.
A tail sleeve?
Yeah, he's got a tail sleeve. It's like a sock.
That.
I didn't know what else to do. I don't know. I feel like if you're gonna have a tail, you gotta have something to kind of wrap around it. Otherwise, you're just kind of like seeing like part of their butt the whole time. And it's like,
perhaps,
no one wants that. So like, I figure Mal's he's a very guarded person, I would say. So I feel like he would kind of cover himself head to toe anyways, you know. to prevent against like fire and like
Anything.
creeps, I guess. I don't know.
Fire and creeps.
Yeah.
Specifically.
Yeah. This is I think it got cut out of, I think it's been cut out of the other videos, but we're using Procreate for this.
Yeah.
It was in the artist.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
It was in the artist. All right, sorry. I wanted to interrupt. Sorry, continue.
No, it's okay. We use Procreate for pretty much everything as far as art goes. I mean, some stuff is in Photoshop, but more often than not, it's all in Procreate.
Yeah, it's usually like it originates in Procreate and then kind of like, we'll like move it over to Photoshop later on.
I think they're very similar anyway, so it works. And they literally have like a PSD export format for Procreate.
Yeah, it's very nice. They didn't have that option for a while.
I know.
Or what was the other thing? Procreate couldn't open PSD files. It couldn't open Photoshop files. It would flatten everything, which was annoying.
It used to be like you could only export it as a PSD, but you couldn't import PSDs, which was really odd.
Yeah, it wasn't good for a while there either, because for a little while there we had started moving all of our Procreate files onto the computer and we were making them PSDs, and then we would delete them off the iPads, and then we found out later that if you can't run PSDs in Procreate, and we freaked out because it's like, now we can't have them on the iPads anymore unless we do like layer by layer. So I'm glad that they added that option, because otherwise we wouldn't have been able to redraw any of the stuff with like reference, I guess. It would have all been like, by hand once again, which would have slowed things down even more than they already are, This is kind of an interesting part that I don't think most people get to see, but this is kind of how we get the rigs to work, which is literally you just take like a section, like the upper arm and the lower arm, and you just round out where the joint would be as best as you can, and kind of have to decide which one should overlap which. And you're almost just making like two ball joints that kind of overlap each other so it can rotate. And sometimes it's more seamless than others, and it doesn't. Sometimes it works better than others, for sure. Let me tell you about the Calabar. That one we had problems with. There's I've said it before in like many podcasts, I think, but like Althea's rig was like the worst.
Really?
I like, if I get the chance to redesign her, I absolutely will, because like I really am attached to her design, but also like it does not bend very well because you got like all these different layers and like the shoulders and things like that. Like it does not work well, I will say.
Well, as far as Mal goes, he's pretty much done.
Yeah.
He's looking like he's getting there.
He's a little more. He's more balanced. He's got like a better color scheme now, and he is. Look at him, brought to life. His feet are facing the same direction. I think that's weird, but it's probably not. But anyways, I guess that was it for today. I'm Nolan. Thank you for watching.
And I'm Amber again. Thank you for being here.
Yes. Goodbye.